Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. Wait, hang on. Okay, let's look a little bit decent. Okay. Right. Take one. Take one. Take one. Guys, welcome back to my channel, Sim Talk. Oh my goodness. Well, I don't even know what to say. Honestly, I don't even know what to say. It's been a while. I feel like at least once a year I say that, and I've been, oh my word, I think this channel has been going on for, it's crazy. I think in January or February next year will be 4 years, which is wild to me. But there's so much to catch up on. So guys, it's not my new setting. I guess it's new for you, but this is actually my conservatory. As you can imagine, as it's getting a bit cold outside, I was just too lazy to heat up the garden house. Let's just get to it. So I thought, why not in here? You can see my lovely plants. Yeah. Was never really into plants growing up. My mum loves flowers, loves her plants, loves her garden. And I don't know, it just developed later. I just thought I quite like them. I used to have a cat as well, and I don't have a cat anymore. Well, my mum's got the cat. So I just thought I'll have these as pets. No, it's a bit mad. But anyway, guys, welcome back. I want to do something a bit different. I want to give you a bit of a catch up and on things. But also, I thought, why not try? I see a few people doing get ready with me. So I'll be honest, I don't really bother with the whole makeup thing anymore. It was our birthday in April, and I did the whole foundation and, made an effort. But other than that, I feel like I don't have time. And I know some mums might be screaming at me, you always got to make time, but I'm just being honest. I always do my little eyebrows, but pushing it, maybe the little pencil underneath, but why not now? So let's just get to it, and bear with me. I can't actually see myself in this phone, so I hope that everything's okay, because once the makeup's on, I'm not going to start again. So yes, so how's everyone been out there? Let me take my glasses off. But yeah, man, bags under the eyes. It's been a journey, guys. By the way, I'm not advertising. One sec. That's a good start. Right. One of my ring lights have gone already. Imagine. Anyway, excuse the bags. A lot's been going on. So I'm not advertising Dior, although I absolutely love them. So, yeah, I've got all my makeup here, guys. Some of them are probably years old, to be fair. I just hope I don't have a reaction to them. So before the lockdown, I had this wonderful makeup. I won't say the name, French makeup. And just like I do, maybe at least once a week, I was putting the foundation on. And there was one time when my sister and I had a audition with Gogglebox. I put the same foundation on, and mate, the next day, it looked like I'd gone 10 rounds in a boxing ring. Eyes puffy, areas of on my face, on my skin where I clearly had a reaction, and I was so confused because I was like, this is the same makeup I've been using for years. So they say, could be different changes going on hormonal wise, or to be honest, I've always had sensitive skin, but I never reacted to makeup. So Dior was the only one of maybe 2 or 3 makeups that I thought, let me try again, see what I'm reacting to, because there might be some times when you might get invited to a party or a wedding or a funeral and you just want to look a little bit different. So, you know, hide the hyperpigmentation and all of this. Anyway, this isn't turning into a makeup channel, but I just thought, get ready with me. Sim Zen Talk style. And where am I going? Probably nowhere, just to pick up my son at 3 o'clock. But here we go. So guys, I don't even know. And please, I am not an expert. I tend to watch a lot of people on social media. And yeah, wish me luck. Look, I can't, can't even open it. So yeah, what's been happening? So it has been a while, and I just want to say to everyone, by the way, this is 6W Dior. Dior, if you're out there and you want to sponsor me, you can. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. Okay, listen. So, I'm just going to pick up anything random, and if I think it works, no, that's got nothing to do with what I'm doing now. Oh, am I meant to be putting... Sorry, guys, bear with me. This is not how it... This is not what happens when they're actually doing it. Anyway. Oh, I don't know where it is. Right. Hopefully you can see me because my ring light has now decided to go off. So, yeah. I don't know where to start, guys. I was having a conversation with someone yesterday. And... I don't know if I can multitask. I don't know if I can multitask. Well, I don't have a rubber band. And I was saying to her that... I don't even know if you're meant to tap this. Oh my gosh, I look orange. It's giving wrong... Anyway. I was saying to her that when things are really... When there's a subject matter that's really close to home, it can... Let me not pause like this for too long. It can really bother you. So where I'm a mother to a child with additional needs, I get impacted by things relating to Zen children, whether it's my own or others. So you may have seen a video where I went to the Send rally in London. That was absolutely brilliant. And I just hope this light is enough. Anyway, we'll just have to do. Yeah, so we went to the Sen rally and it was absolutely brilliant. So many parents there, people that really care. There was a school there as well, children. There was the MP for Lib Dems, Ed Davey, fantastic guy. I didn't really know much about Ed before, to be honest, but you know, as soon as he spoke and I realised that, you know, he has a child with additional needs, I was like, yep, Ed Davey for Prime Minister. So obviously life continues, and I have the biggest respect for parents that are on social media and they can post all the time. That's a lot of foundation. I told you I don't know what I'm doing. A lot of them, they can post every day. There's a really lovely lady, I love it. She's like, let's make a cup of tea, and she's there, she's talking, it's so natural. There's another funny lady as well. She's just so hilarious. And I just like how they just get the camera out and they record. But sometimes I think life will be very busy as well, and life is just life at times. And can I be honest, sometimes when you're going through something yourself, and it doesn't always have to be heavy, although at times it does feel like that, you have to kind of conjure up the strength to be like, I know, I know I've just had an argument with transport, or a disagreement with the local authority, or I've just received a really snotty email, you know, but I'm going to sit in front of the camera and just talk about things. And so I think for me, that's where the consistency's been lacking a bit, as well as life is just busy. I don't know, many people might not know, I also have a part-time job. It's a part-time job because I do 3 days a week, but actually it is a very full-on job, and I work with children in care. That's what I want to say. Work with children in care, and so there's lots of paperwork, there's just lots to it. And so just for my mind to just settle, so I can just sit in front of my camera and be like, hi guys. So yeah, I really want to be consistent, and I really love interviewing. What's happened to my eyebrows? I really love interviewing people, but yeah, I just need to be more organised, guys, and I just need to be more, I think it's being organised, I think it's being disciplined, and organised, disciplined, consistent. Are they like, yeah, they're all quite similar, but yeah. So just think of something where we've had issues with. So last year, my son has been at a special school for 3 years, and because we live in a different local authority, the only way that this would work with him attending the school is by transport picking him up, which is something that's, you know, you complete a form from your own local authority and they arrange for a bus to pick up your child. So the first year was absolutely amazing. You know, the crew, the driver, well, should I say drivers, the PA was consistent. There was only 2 PAs, and the last PA joined in the last sort of 2 months. So had really good relationships with them. Remember inviting them to my son's birthday. And then the second crew, they got better at the end, but mate, I'm sure I had high blood pressure or something. The stress, you know, there was occasions where my son, we were not notified that the bus was running late, and my husband called me at 4:30. I was on my way to visit a child, and thinking my own child was on his way back on a bus, and he was at the school. And then I'm calling the school asking, why did no one tell us that there's been a delay with the bus, because the bus is meant to be there at 3:00, I believe. And then I called the firm. It wasn't the main manager, but this step-in manager was just like, I'm really sorry, I didn't have your number. You know, we just like, are you joking? I'm surprised my thumbs haven't, the amount of texting I do, and it's just so frustrating, because I said, this is a safeguarding concern, because God forbid that situation, or if there was another incident where there was an accident, God forbid, on the road concerning my son, how would you get in touch with us? All right, by the time I finished with them. So there was that, and there was another incident where you've got to let them know, of course, if your son or if your child's got an appointment, a medical appointment. So, you know, if the medical appointment's in the morning, you'll just tell them not to pick your child up, obviously. If it's in the afternoon, you just let them know. So my child, it wasn't a medical appointment, actually. My son just was really overstimulated, and he just didn't want to get on the bus, which is a very rare thing for him. So we said to the driver, we'll take him in. Sorry, I find it hard to multitask, sorry. And why am I still putting a lot of foundation on? Sorry. So we said to the driver, we'll bring him in, and if you could pick him up. Granted, what we did wrong was we didn't back it up with an email because I was at work at this point. And yeah, that will never happen again. But the driver says, yeah, no problem. So, yeah, guys, that was wet foundation. I'm now going to put some powder on, whatever order this is. Do I look nice? So, I might put some on my neck, actually. So it could just be evened out a bit more, actually. I don't know if this is a good idea because I've got sensitive skin, but hey, on my neck. So, driver says, no worries. And tell me why we don't see our son. Where's the bus, please? So we called the cab firm. I'm saying, excuse me, it's such and such time now. Where's my child? And, oh, sorry, love. Oh, did you let us know? So that's why I've learned. And to be honest, I always back things up with an email. It's just because I was at work. But they left my son at school. And I was fuming. I was absolutely fuming. So, lessons learned. I always back it up with an email. I've now purchased an AirTag. And that's been working beautifully because I can track where he is. I'll be like, oh, why is he at that petrol station? Have they run out of fuel? But yeah, sometimes it's a little bit delayed, but it kind of updates itself every few minutes. So it's been amazing. And then so we've had this crew. And it's the council bus. And you know what? We had this wonderful guy that came to introduce himself to us. And I thought it was so lovely. Put some powder on now. I thought it was so lovely. The day before, he knocked at He knocked at everyone's door and he introduced himself. And I thought that was really lovely. And he just was asking about our son's needs and what can help, what's his triggers, and what can help him to sort of regulate himself in the case of a meltdown or something. So I thought it was really good. And then this lovely man, so friendly, and I was like, because sometimes you do get PAs that look a bit angry with life, and you're like, you're dealing with our children. So he was so bubbly, but he then left. He retired the route after 3 days. So we then had this lady. I don't know what to call her. She just looked very angry. She, you'd walk on, be like, good morning. Until now, she's not answering. She's not answering you. And I'm thinking, if you can be like that with us parents, what are you like with the children? Anyway, I prayed her out, and within about a week, she was replaced with others. So they rotate, but they're so friendly now. But yesterday, for the first time, we're only in second week of October, and the kids went to school the first week in September. So I got a text at 6:30. Got a text at 6:30. To say that unfortunately due to sickness your son's bus has been cancelled. So it was a bit of panic mode. Well, you know what, I try not to panic too much anymore because I think as you're getting older, am I in frame still? You just want to keep the stress as low as possible. So thankfully my husband, oh gosh, I really need to go shopping. My husband was able to take him into school, and then thankfully my 6-year-old son had football. Sorry about the ums because I'm just clearly can't multitask properly. Yeah, he had football after school, which meant I had enough time to go and get my eldest son to get back. But then I was a bit scared because of potential traffic and stuff. So God bless my mum, she picked up my younger son. So I was a little bit apprehensive about today. What do I use next? Yeah, so I was a little bit apprehensive, and I was wondering if they were going to cancel again today. So I text the transport phone specifically for that bus to say, hello, is anyone picking up my son today? Because a few parents had to leave their children at home. Like, when I say leave, not like unattended, but the children couldn't get in. So I was thinking, I don't want all of this stress of having to get my son and then not sure if I could get back to my other child on time. And so anyway, the lovely driver called and said, yes, we'll be here today. So that was nice. Apparently, I think the PA was ill, and yeah, of course, they always need a PA with the driver. Please don't judge me, people. From what I see, I think people... Okay. Oh my gosh. I don't know what I'm doing. I think they do that. Yeah, so there's so much more to share, but what am I looking like a clown, people? I don't really remember what to do. No, I don't know if you've got to do a line there or whether that's the highlighter. Or maybe it's both. Let's do both. You can't even see this properly. Oh, gosh. The things we do, eh? This is why I admire women that can do... I do admire women that could do it, but I'll be late for work or late for whatever I need to do. And it's just, to me, hassle. Okay, I've just got foundation on my finger as well. So, honestly, as Sen parents, we've got so much to deal with. And the last thing we want to have to worry about sometimes is things like transport. We just want our children. I'm really happy with my son's school. And I don't even know if I'm doing it right. Oh my gosh, what have I done? Listen, anyone who's an expert at makeup, please just, you can comment. Like, what? Now it's gone dark. Is that what's meant? Am I meant to use my finger? Okay. So, yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, when things like that go wrong and you've got to deal with other things as well with your child, you're just like, gosh, when does it end? Really? When does it end? I think it ends with this makeup, because look at me looking like I've walked into a wall. But yeah, I don't want to make this video too long. There's so much more I can share with you, but I made this channel, or create this channel, a few years ago because I wanted to raise awareness. I wanted to share my story, and life will still be lifing. And yeah, I just hope that I can continue with this as long as I have the strength. And yeah, sometimes it's not about motivation, is it? You just get on with it. Guys, oh, I think I'm done. I don't know what's going on here. I actually don't know what I'm doing. Look at this. Well, I guess it was fun while it lasted a little bit. Oh, look, blusher. There we go. It was fun while it lasted. And you know what was quite nice about this? Someone shouted out nothing. Although I know I can get distracted easily. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Is that even what I'm meant to be using? It kind of gave me another focus as well. Ooh. So yeah. But guys, I hope everyone's keeping well. I really hope everyone's keeping well. And that you're looking after yourself. You're looking after your children. Remember, what's the saying? You can't pour out of an empty cup. So just make sure you're looking after yourself. Self-care is important. you know, whether that's working out, exercising, jogging. Some of you know I play netball. I try and go to the gym. I don't think I'm as regular as I was last year. I go every week, but 3 times a week where? No, that don't happen. But I do try and go at least twice a week if possible. Mate, I don't know what's happened. Let me get some lipstick. Yeah, I'm not doing no mascara. Can't be bothered with all of that. So, oh my god, look. Sorry guys. Dior again. So, I forgot what I was saying, guys. Yeah, just look after yourself. Oh yeah, that's it. You can't pour from an empty cup. So please look after yourself. Guys, you can't pour out of an empty cup. So make sure you're filling yourself. Once you're good, you know your children are going to be good. If you're exhausted, if you're tired, your children are going to sense that energy. I remember years and years ago, I worked for a local authority, and when I went to panel, I would mention about how the parents were feeling, and at times you were drawn back to the children. And I'm sorry, we come together. It's like we're like this. If we're not okay, there's risk that our children won't be okay. So look after yourself. I hope I haven't put you off. I don't look too bad, do I? What do you think, guys? Final finish. Not bad. But do you remember what I say? It's not a sprint, it's a marathon, and we're in this together. Take care. Bye.